As today we are going to talk about job, we are going to do the comparison about our job and some others.
All right. Yes. All right. Let me tell you that about my job. I really like my job because to be a teacher is the best thing that I have lived in my life. So I think that to be a teacher is better than other professions because you have a real contact with human beings, and I think that we have a lot of advantages in our job because, for example, teachers, uh, obviously teachers work harder than other kind of people because teachers have to do many activities in a class, and you have to have many abilities in order to get your goals. As a teacher, you maybe you have okay, you work harder than other activities, but I think that the compensations are better than others. Um, Teachers um, have more responsibilities than others because during the things that you do in a class, then the students are going to reflect what they learn in their real life. So it's very important that you plan as better as you can and that you do your best in the class. Um, Let me tell you that nowadays, I think that one of the most important activities is to give classes because our society needs people that offer, that teach, that give examples with their own lives about values. I think that um, as a teacher, you have to be the best teacher as you can, as you want, as you do every day. So that's the most important.
Hey, I totally agree with you. And you know what? I guess that we are blessed because we have a very interesting and important job.
Yes,
And
yes.
tell me, yes.
I think that as a teacher, the activity is more important than the others because, as I told you, uh, you are working with people, no? You are working with values, you are working with knowledge, you are working with abilities, with the skills, and with minds, no? With the way that people construct or build their knowledge, their thoughts, uh, and it's obviously more interesting than other professions. So I think that every profession has their own advantage and disadvantage, but as a teacher, well, I like very much.
Yes, you're right. Okay, and tell me, in comparison with some other jobs, for example, let's compare with doctors. What are the advantages that you find about your job?
All right. I think that a teacher is a kind of doctor because you you work with people, and people nowadays are like sickness people, and in a class you can give some kind of medication like advices, like knowledge, like develop abilities to get over their problems. But let me tell you that teachers um, are more um, enthusiastic. Maybe their doctors are more mm, enthusiasm, are more maybe responsible with people, with a lot of people in in the same time. Because sometimes I think that, for example, doctors only attend a people, no, in a time, a person in a time, and then another person. But as a teacher, you attend groups or 30, 14, 40, or 50 persons in the same time. So I think that is more difficult than doctors. It's more demanding than doctors. Um, it's more, um, what can I tell you? It's more, but it's more, it's more, it's more how do you say you get more
Satisfying.
satisfaction. Or you maybe you get more satisfaction than
Uh-huh.
doctors, because you can't measure the results. You can't check, evaluate their advance, their progress. I think that is very nice.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Hey, that's pretty good. And you know what? To listen to you speaking as a teacher and talking about all of the beautiful parts of this job, this occupation, is so nice. All right. Thank you very much, Yolanda. So,
Yes.
Letty, welcome. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Sorry I'm late because I had technical problems with my website.
It's okay. Don't worry. Anyway, you are here. That's the most important. So, Letty, you know
Thank you.
what? All right. Today we are talking about jobs.
Okay.
Okay, so tell me, what's your job?
Right now, I am working at ISTE,
Uh-huh.
a healthy institution, or security, social security institution, no?
Yeah, social
Uh,
insurance.
Insurance. Okay, social insurance. And I am working at general secretary. Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I am the assistant of something like a manager. No, the their I don't know how do you say puesto, their level.
Position?
It could be the
Position.
position. His position is like a manager, no, something like that.
Uh-huh.
Um, but I have to um, concert dates with some embassies because in that place um, there are a lot of treatments with some countries. Is the international part or size of that job. No?
Mm-hmm. That's it. Hey, that's pretty good. That's so interesting.
Yes, yes, and a lot of important people arrive there in order to ask uh, some loans or maybe they could help in the arrangement of some um, 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 I don't know in the United States or something like that. What's the name of the similar of Fobiste or Infonavit or something like that?
Uh-huh. Well, I don't know. It may be something like housing department or kind of like that. The credit for housing.
It could be. Yes, it could be a credit for a housing, but only for people who has East, no?
That's it. All right, pretty
Yes.
good. And so, what do you think about your job? Do you like it?
Well, at present, yes, because I have there only a year, and I have a very gentle and kind boss. No,
Uh-huh.
I have 31 years working there, hmm all my life, almost all my life.
Oh
No,
my. Uh-huh.
yes, and but I think that institution is very gentle for women, especially for women, because mhm.
Uh-huh.
And if I, for example, if I worked in private company, I couldn't maybe I couldn't attend to my children uh, schools, or maybe I couldn't be absent. No, sorry. Yes, I couldn't be absent when they were ill, for example. No.
Uh-huh. Hey, that's it. Yes, you're right. And well, you know what? Today we are going to talk about different jobs. Not all the people have a very nice job. Some people tend to have different jobs. Some of them are more dangerous one than another. Some others are funnier, but they are different. All right, so look at this. Ta-da! What do you think about this? Let me tell you something. First of all of the that I am presenting to you today are real. It is not talk. I made research and
Okay.
more information about different jobs, and that's what I found. And
Okay.
so, as far as you can see, for example, here we have this person who is a scarecrow. So, would you like to be a scarecrow?
No.
No. All right. So, what about you, Yolanda?
I don't want to be a scarecrow because I think um, that is a little uh, how do you say, when you are very more tired than other professions because
Yeah,
all
it
the
can
time
be.
you have to be in the same position. So I think that you are
Yeah,
very
All the
that's
day.
that you are very tired,
all day long. Yes, it tends to be so exhausting.
exhausting,
Exhausting.
more
Okay.
exhausting than other professions.
Yeah, you know what? I think that you're right. You have to be standing up in the same position and you have to be aware of the crows. And if they
Yes,
come,
and with,
you have
yes,
to
and all
scare
the
them.
yes, and all the time with your arms open, no, and with your hands, and so, and I think that it's you are in that way in only in the way that you get scared to other people, to the people that are passing. So, no, I don't like.
Yeah, and what would it happen if it is raining?
Imagine, it's
Yeah,
worse. It's worse. It's
yeah, you
gonna be
have to
more
be there.
terrible. It's gonna be more terrible than other activities because maybe you will get sick. So imagine, and then you have
Uh-huh.
to go to the doctor and to stay at home and incapacities. Imagine.
Yeah, and so what is the doctor going to tell you? Okay, just so tell me
You could be
what is
fired.
your occupation? I'm a scarecrow. Oh, for real? Yes, seriously.
Yes, his suggestion would be you should change your job as quickly as you can. No? So, come on.
Yeah, that's it. All right. But you know what? It is a real job. It
Really?
exists. Yes.
It exists.
It exists.
I never imagined that
Oh,
kind of job. So,
neither
Because
did
of
I.
the Halloween, for example. No, I remember when I was a child, the scarecrow is very representative of this time, no?
For this season of Halloween. Yeah, but you know what? To be a scarecrow is something like, well, weird, but it exists, as I told you before.
but what is his most important responsibility? And
Ah,
maybe to scare people or
no, to scare crows,
Scare.
to
because
press
yes, as far as you can see here,
crowds. Yes,
yeah, he's in a crop. So
yes,
in those places, the crows come and eat the corn.
and eat the corns. Yes,
So they have to scare the crows so that they don't eat the
yes, that
harvest.
they don't. Yes, yes, yes.
That's
To,
it.
yes.
So they have to be careful of this
In the
crop.
other, yes, in the other way, they lost the crop. No.
That's it.
Yes.
But you
All
know
right.
what? Maybe this can be singular, no? Like, oh my, is it real? For real? But
First, maybe
uh-huh,
it's funnier. No, maybe it's funnier than other professions. Because
yes, it could
imagine,
be. Yes, but
as a child, when you see a person like that, you want to touch, maybe to see
to
if
say, hey,
he's a real
right.
person or not.
That's it. But guess what? Look at this. If you thought that this job is, well, unusual, look at this. Would you like to be an other judge?
Ugh.
What is it?
Other judge, I really don't think that it exists.
Neither
Imagine
did I.
for
But you,
what? Imagine with in like me with 50 teenagers and as another judge.
oh yes, oh
Imagine
my. And
just
teenagers, well, of course they are beautiful. No, all of the students are beautiful. But
yes,
whenever you
but
are in a secondary school or in a
yes,
preparatory
the
school,
other is yes, the other is really terrible.
oh my, after recess time,
Yes, yes,
that's
imagine.
incredible.
Yes, but I think that this activity is more sacrifice than others.
Yeah, that's it. More sacrificing. All right. So the other judge is a medical, scientific, and well, they are in charge of smelling some people's parts, not only the access, but they are in charge of detecting some changes into the metabolism of the people and detect and make the diagnostic about some sicknesses.
All right.
But
But I think, sorry, but I think that this kind of doctors
yes, they
existed
do.
some years ago, but nowadays I don't think so. Because
Uh-huh.
a doctor, a child, how do you say, pediatra? I don't know if it's like a child
Pediatrician.
doctor,
Pediatrician.
pediatrician told me
Pediatrician.
that pediatrician told me that some years ago doctors smell and taste the popo of the
The
child's
the
the
poo,
children popo,
the
yes,
children poo.
poo, in order to check the acid, the infection, the bacteria. Imagine, no,
Oh
it,
my.
it couldn't exist.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Definitely, I couldn't do it. But anyway, all right. What do you think about it, Letty?
To me, I think that that people uh, I admire that people because I think it's something disgusting to me, no? And I could die like a cockroach if I smell something like that. Yes,
Oh my.
I
Yeah, yeah, it's admirable.
Yes, and I know mm, even in the for example in the TV shows and a lot of things like or programs like that exist the other judge or the other tasters it could be. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
Because sometimes um, one a test the participant have to have to do is smell something disgusting. No. Mhm.
Yes. I think that other judge are more eh, like responsible with. I don't know people that don't feel as cold.
They don't feel that they don't find nasty
To
to
others, to
yeah to
others.
perceive.
Yes, and that kind of people exist, no, like doctors, like for example, criminalistic doctors, something like that. Imagine, no, only they work with that people, and they
Yeah.
don't feel any kind of scare, and they don't feel any kind. They can eat a torta while they are checking a cadaver, no, so
A corpse.
corpse. Imagine.
Oh
But
yes.
this kind of people exist, no? No problem. It doesn't represent a problem if the people others any kind of smell, you know.
Mm-hmm,
So
that's it. But guess what? For example, dentists. Whenever
yes,
dentists are
yes,
Oh
working,
yes,
yes, of course, dentists and
yes,
gynecologists.
oh yeah.
yes. Also,
Oh my, yes, yes, you're right.
Yes. Yes, there are people for every profession, no?
Aha, that's it.
Any
You're right.
kind of profession, finally, no?
Yeah. And guess what? Something about the most strange
Yes.
professions is, well, I found this a mermaid.
I may make it so.
Yeah. So
okay.
would you be a mermaid?
I think that it's more uncomfortable than other activities because imagine to have any this kind of let me the kind of suit, but how do you say traje in this
Aha,
kind of
suit.
it's the suit, no? It's a very uncomfortable. So
Yeah, it's a custom.
yes,
Yeah,
the costume is very comfortable, more
yeah, but
uncomfortable than the others.
yeah, but guess what? Besides wearing the custom,
Yes,
they have to be in a tank for hours
yes.
because
So
they work as the attraction for any aquarium.
imagine. I think that is similar than the. I don't know if you have seen a kind of giants when they are defunded. Yes, they in cars uh, exhibitions, and
Oh
they
yeah.
are giving no like a diptyco or like a I give you a promotion to
Aha.
buy a car, and they are walking on on the street, no, with a giant's legs.
Oh
So
yeah.
they walk on the streets, no, for many hours.
Aha. They are kind of marketing, like advertising, but yes,
Yes,
my.
yes, and these kind of jobs are more dangerous than others, no, because you can fail and injure and suffer an accident.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, yes.
Yes, 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 you're right.
And I think that you need more abilities than others
Uh-huh.
because you have to practice before that you do this activity, no?
Yeah, but guess what? Not everything is as difficult and dangerous as this. But look at this. Lonnie Johnson is a professional snuggler. So, what do you think about this?
I don't
It's
know.
a
It's just
No? Well, a snuggler is a person who has the ability to find how you need to be hugged. Of course, there are many different kind of hugs. There is the mommy hug, there is the brotherhood hug, there is the friendship hug, and there is the love hug. So everybody needs a hug, of course, but we don't need the same kind of hug in any situation. Sometimes, whenever we feel so sad, so miserable, maybe we need the mommy snuggle. So he does it. He knows what kind of snuggle you need.
okay.
Yeah?
It's it's like
I don't.
super. Yes, yes, yes.
But you?
Lady, no?
Well, into Spanish it is something like acurrucador profesional.
Like
Mm,
like a
what's
nurse.
that? What's that?
Kind of like that. You know what? It is something like a therapy. So,
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Therapist, no?
uh-huh.
That kind of
Into
therapy.
Yeah, in Mexico we have a therapy similar to this. We have abrazoterapia,
Oh,
okay.
and they have the ability of hug you in a special way. It just depends on the situation you are having and the emotional necessity that you have. That's a professional
Okay.
snuggler.
It's like a physical treatment or physical therapy, something like that.
Kind of like that. You know what? I think that it can be more like a psychologist
Uh-huh.
because
yes.
he has to be very sensitive enough
Yes.
to see what happens to you, what you need.
I think that
Okay.
is kind of people is more sensitive than others. They are
Mm-hmm.
more uh, how do you say, is like ah, it's a specific word that you put in the shoes than other people. It's more
That you have to be empathetic.
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 It's more
Mm-hmm.
empathetic than others. No, it's more um, is more sensitive. Is more human. Is more comprehensive, understandable than others. No, because it has to be he needs or she needs to be a very human people, very human person in order to help others, to give,
Uh-huh.
to give a big comfort to others because he's going to work with very specific sound problems.
And he needs to feel pleasure to see people behaving well or having a good time.
Yes, yes, exactly.
It's something like I don't know. It could be something like companionship.
Kind of like that. So
Yes,
Okay.
I think that if you feel sad, if you feel miserable, or if you feel angry, whenever you need help, you can call him and he's going to hug you in a special time, in a special way, I mean.
yes.
And for example, more or less, do you know how much is the cost of that kind of service?
No, I don't know. But you know what? I guess that it would be very valuable. For example, whenever you have a massage, oh my,
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's so comfortable, so it is so
yes.
relaxing. And
Yes.
to have a hug, it's also so relaxing like that.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I don't know
And
what. Yes, I don't know
yes,
what. I don't know what would be better, a professional snogger or a dog, because yes, because many people prefer a dog. No, maybe dogs are more empathetic too with people, no,
that's
that
it.
the
You know what?
professional snorkeler maybe.
And it
Yes,
is for free.
yes.
That's the best.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So, you know what? Not all of the jobs are so beautiful like this because look at this. Russell Kleinbach is a bright kidnapping expert.
All right. A
And
bride
let's see,
Right.
kidnapping.
a bright
Right.
kidnapping.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
So,
I,
if you,
I,
uh-huh,
I think it's an interesting job. No, because you
uh-huh,
have because I think uh, that man have to plan with detail the way in which husband or will kidnap the bride. No, maybe
uh-huh,
be
Yes.
a very I don't know like a tale like see like a tale like a romantic um yeah like a romantic story I don't know with a white is the white horse or I don't know or maybe um as in the revolution no in an
oh,
old train I don't know
oh,
I,
nice. But
I
you know
think
what?
it's interesting, but
But,
he has he has to read a lot, not in order
yeah,
he could have a lot of imagination.
but guess what? This is something similar, but not so romantic as it should be. There
No?
are some, no, there are some
No.
countries like Kazakhstan, Kurdistan, where when you want a girl, if you want to have a girl or a boy, well,
Mhm,
mostly girls, you can go
mhm.
and hire a bride kidnapping expert and say, you know what, I want that woman, so bring it to me,
Oh,
and he's going to
Oh,
bring it to bring the woman.
okay.
oh,
It could be with violence and
Uh-huh.
no?
using violence. Oh,
Yeah.
imagine.
If it is necessary, they do. But it is in those countries, it is legal.
Oh,
Yes.
what kind of
Yes,
country?
because women are like a like a like a things, no? Digo,
Uh-huh.
Like a
like
slave,
things.
no?
Yeah, like a furniture or something like that.
Yes, like a slave.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. So if you want a woman, just contract him, hire him, and he will bring it to you. Just
Imagine.
have or an address, and that's all.
I think that this kind of job is more aggressive than other.
Uh-huh.
Is more is more aggressive. Is more dangerous to people than others. Is more um, terrible.
Yeah, that's it. And well, uh, of course, they are not going to ask the girl, hey, would you like to marry this man? They just said, guess
Of
what,
course.
baby? You will marry this man.
Mhm. Yes.
You have
That's it.
to.
Yeah,
You have to.
it
Mhm.
doesn't matter if you want to or not, you will do it. Oh
Mhm.
my. Yeah, he's a bright kidnapping expert. But
Yes.
Wow.
yeah, but look at this. I have another, and it is so interesting. Alan Moore. Alan Moore is a writer, a wizard, a mall Santa, and a Rasputin impersonator. What do you think about it?
An actor?
Aha. Well, he's like an actor, but he can also be a wizard. Something like
Okay.
Harry Potter.
He's a
See
polyphacetic
something?
person, no?
Yeah,
Yes. Like the people that says, "Oh, I can do whatever you ask me." No, I can do everything. I am
hmm
good for everything, and finally they don't know how to do anything. But
yes, that's it. All right.
Maybe
Well,
maybe he's something like, for example, there is a post or something like that that says, "I am a very rich woman inside the body of a poor woman." No?
oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah. And in this case, maybe that man is a wizard in a body of an actor. No?
That's it. Yes.
could be.
All right. But you know what? Not everything is as glamorous as this. Look at this. Would you work as a snake milker?
Ugh, what's that?
A snake milker is a person who is in charge of extracting the poison
The
in
poison.
Mm.
the fangs of a snake so that they can do antidotes to its poison.
Uh-huh. It's in the thing is obtain that liquid in order to do medical. I don't know. It
Usage.
could
Aha,
usage that way. Uh-huh.
that's
Not
it.
only maybe antidote, maybe they could discover a new medicine, no, or
Aha,
a treatment in which they need the poison, no, I
that's
suppose.
it. Yeah, that's for scientific reasons.
Yes. Maybe to improve medicine or discoveries, as Letty says, in scientific discoveries, medical experiments, uh, to to create a new medicine. So
hmm
I think that this work is more complex than others, or is more
Dangerous also, no?
effective. No, yes,
That's
dangerous
it.
too, also too. Yes.
Yeah, that's the word. All right. And so, if you said dangerous, look at this. To be an experienced boner. A boner can sometimes be a person who does very stupid things. But in this case, boner is also a person who helps an animal for its husbandry. So it helps the bulls to be ready for getting married, like that, to a cow so that they can have babies.
Mm,
I don't understand exactly.
Well,
see, I,
yes, he plays with the penis of the bull so that he can be ready
Mhm.
for for inseminating the cows.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like artificial insemination, something like that.
No, it has to be natural.
Oh,
natural insemination, but with animals.
Aha, but what they do is to help the bull to be excited
oh,
for husbandry reasons.
Mhm,
Husbandry means that they are going to have sexual relationships.
mhm.
mhm,
So it helps the bulls. He helps the bulls to have well, the erection for
Yes,
having
mhm.
sexual relationships with cows.
Okay, yeah.
I think that is kind of medical activity, no, in order to
Aha,
have a solution, to know the medicine, in to get this. this kind of excitement,
That's it.
excitement.
So
So
here the point is that they shouldn't prescribe any substance to the animals. Everything has to be in a natural way.
oh,
Yes.
But yes,
they
But
have
I think it has to be something also a little dangerous, because imagine, no, he
he has to
he
stimulate.
uh-huh,
yes,
He has
and
to
suddenly
stimulate.
uh-huh,
the bull react and maybe
To
could hit him.
yes,
No.
that's it. Yes, it is so dangerous because he has to
yes,
be near to the animals so that
yes,
everything can happen in a good manner. But
Mhm.
oh my, it has to be
yes.
very dangerous.
Very
Yes.
original.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very original job.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
Yes,
very dangerous too.
to yes, and
I
I think
haven't heard about that job.
Yeah, well, I was talking to a veterinarian in the last
yes,
class, and she
yes.
told me
Mhm.
that once upon a time she was in charge of that activity, and that it is
Wow,
really dangerous
No,
dangerous. Yeah.
yes,
because
yes.
in those moments animals can be very violent.
Imagine.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
like yes, it's like the people who work in a zoo, and they have to try with many kinds of animals. Some of them are pacific, but others are very aggressive, and
uh-huh.
they impose their security, no, in the zoos.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. All
Mm.
right.
And please tell me, would you be, would you like to be working in any of these jobs?
No, definitely no.
Why not? That can be exciting.
Because I like the romance, I like the sociability, I like people. No.
Okay, then you could
Yes,
be a professional snuggler.
yes, I would like to be a professional snorkeler in my case. Maybe with only with children.
Okay. No,
Oh,
no,
Yes, I would like
no, me no, me no, no,
you say not for me.
not for me.
like
Any,
doctors, not like smiling doctors or Doctor Sonrisas. I don't know what's the movie.
Like
okay,
you know what? The smiling doctor, the
Yes.
original one, his name was Patch Adams, and he was
Patch.
a
Yes,
real
Pasha Adams.
person. He actually he lives in a farm that he converted. He turned into a hospital,
No.
Wow.
and it was a real life story.
Yeah. Very
Yes.
interesting. Very,
Hmm.
very interesting. Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, because for me, it's very nice when you can help other people to
Hmm.
to give a kind of satisfaction, a kind of um, uh, how do you say, to get to to give comfortation or to feel more comfortable to others.
No,
Yes,
I like people. I like help people, but in another way. No.
that's it.
Yes. No. No, I think people who are who is sorry
Snuggler,
snuggling. Uh-huh.
snuggler.
ha, ha, has to be special people, because they receive all the senses, all the negative and positive things that people has. No.
Hmm. Yeah, you're right. And even if it is sadness, if it is angriness, if it is frustration, He received
Yes.
it either.
Yes, and they are a strong persons.
Hmm.
Yes.
They have to be smart enough not to be hooked with people's
Yes.
Mhm.
situations.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. That's right. Okay. Now I have a question, but apart from these topics,
Oh, yes, of course.
um, could I? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. For example, in my assignment,